Welcome to another episode here at my YouTube channel. My name is Tom with the call sign Lima Bravo 6 Quebec Juliet. I am going to continue today on Will It Ham, the series. It's a three-part series where we going through how to build it. So the hardware part is done. And next part is the operating system. And the last part is the configuration of the crossband. No, I think it's a duplex cross mode hotspot from DMR to Yaesu system. That's the original plan anyway. The reason why I am putting it into different video is that I want to try to make a good video, but also divided in enough parts that I can do some reading in between, because it's not everything that I'm comfortable in, and particularly not the operating system that is going to be used. There are two different operating systems you can use as far as I understand, as far as I know of. And one of them is the well-known one that's called Pi-Star, which I have on the other two hotspots that I have. I have the one that I got from eBay, and then I built one out of another one out of a Raspberry Pi 2 with a single antenna on. And now basically it's a duplex one, this one. So I can use that, but I really wanted to try something different. I want to challenge myself to see if I can get another operating system to work easily. The one that's been on my mind is a project called W0CPH. I think it's dog radio. The WPSD project. It's a next generation digital voice software and suite for distribution for radio amateur use. And it works for M17, DMR, D-Star, Yaesu System Fusion, P25. No idea what anything else is, but it's a comprehensive web page. Very simple setup. You can even choose dark mode or light mode. I like that. I wish all web pages have that type of button. But the installation of and downloading is something that is very, very useful for me. The installation is that you're downloading a operating system. Before, I believe this system was you needed to have a Pi-Star in there first, and then you just upgraded. But now it is, I think it's a separate operating system. And what you need is to download the image, which I am going to do here. And while it's downloading, I'm going to talk to the next part. You can use Raspberry Pi, which I'm using. I'm using a way overkill one for that purpose. And NanoPi and Orange Pi, which is very, very cool. You can use a ZoomSpot, which is also a different provider, and the Bridgecom SkyBridge can also be used. I have no idea what DV Mega cost is, just I don't know. But I heard about ZoomSpot and Bridgecom. What else? Well, you do need a program called Raspberry Pi Imager or Balana Etcher. I've used this one before. And if you're working on a restricted computer where you don't have any access to formatting a card with disk, the built-in disk utilities on a Windows computer or a Mac for that matter, or Linux, or mostly just Windows, use Balana Etcher, because you can use unformatted SD card, micro SD card, to put on it. It works very good. It's very easy. So that's what we need. All right. So the next part is, this one is optional, but I believe with the WCPH project, likewise with PyStar is that you are you can just burn the image on the card, and that's pretty much it. You just place it in. But when it boots up the first time, it generates a hotspot on this hotspot where you can connect your laptop to make the necessary configuration for the hotspot to connect to your Wi-Fi. But I wanted to do it a little bit different because I heard about a tool that is a Wi-Fi builder or a VPA config file generator. It's, well, I never used it, but I heard someone, well, AJ used it and it worked. And uh, I have a link here, Wi-Fi, the VPA config file generator is there. I'm just opening it. And I probably have to blur this one out because I have to put my network information in there. But that's okay. I'm blurring it now. And based out of that, and when you're putting in your true name and your true password to your network, you have to select what country to use. And for me, it is Norway. And the next is operating system. It's called Bullseye. I don't know what that is. But next button is generate config. And here's some information that is, well, I guess most of us doesn't understand it. I might understand just a little bit. And yeah, you just click download this configuration to PC and that's it. So it will download a config file of the VP, your network configuration, and what you do with that. You have to put that file somewhere on the SD card after you installed the operating system. All right, so with the power of magic, I will meet you when I have downloaded the operating system and are ready to burn the image on my crazy big SD card that is unfortunately on 64 gigabyte. I told you it was a way overkill one, but it is what I have. All right, see you on the other side. But anyway, I downloaded. I do prefer this software because the you can use a unused card straight out of the box. It doesn't have to be pre-formatted or anything like that. So this one is good. You can get it for Mac, you can get it for Linux, and you can get it for Windows. And I'm just going to, well, flash from file. I download it on my computer into the download folder and selecting the image and select open. Now I'm going to select the target and it will be unfortunately a 65 gigabyte card. And that's yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, is select one, and then after that is flash. And with the power of editing, we will be right back. And we are back, so it's good. Right. Now it's decompressing 100%. I think it is, oh, I think it is done. Nope. And we are back. It was a little bit wait for me, but well, power of editing, we are here. The next thing is that we need to make sure that our Wi-Fi file that we built earlier is correctly installed to the SD card. We have to remember that the default username and the password is pi-star, pi-star, and then the password is Raspberry. And it says that we have to place the file somewhere. All you need to do is to drop into the boot volume of your pi-star SD card. This will appear as you complete writing this SD card. So that is true. I have my my Wi-Fi configuration file. It has to be at that name, as I understand, or else the the operating system will not pick up what the Wi-Fi configuration is. If it doesn't, you just have to log into the hotspot and then take it a manual configuration error, which is a little bit more tedious, but not impossible. All right, I'm taking a copy of this file. And then I will go to my storage, which is boot, and I just paste it in here. And that's apparently all I have to do. And the next thing, I don't think it is much left to do. Yeah, there is one thing. Because I have two hotspots on my network, one for the DMR and now one for the cross mode, I do need to change the host name of my first hotspot, and I will just log into the IP address that it has and then go to configuration and then just wait a little bit, and then I go down and I change host name from pistar.local to dmr.local, because this hotspot that is down there it's a DMR. And the next one is Crossmode. So I will go into the new hotspot.local and change that to crossmode.local. Is a host name thing. You kind of have to do it because of IP address and DNS and all that kind of stuff. All right, and that's I think that's everything. All right, so with the Paramagic, and we are back. Okay, I know it is kind of working here because I went into my router and I got the IP address that the new hotspot has. You can use um, pi-star dash local, and you will pretty much be fine. I personally do have another pi-star on the system, and it is attached to the DNS on the router, so I can only use the IP address because pi-star is used on the other one. And yeah, it will definitely work. And my IP address is like 10.0.0.7. So this is the configuration board for the WPSD digital voice dashboard for a call sign. So we have done everything pretty much correct, and now we need to go into the configuration, the general configuration of the pi-star. So the username, so if you're being prompted with a username, the password is pi-star and the password is raspberry. Now you will get into the Raspberry configuration pi. So it's not much different than the pi-star system. There are some differences for sure. I'm not going to use like APR's gateway on this one. It will be a purely, well, maybe I will do it because then it will show on the map. Well, I don't know yet. But the host name will be cross mode, and my node call sign is LB6QJ. I don't know yet. All right, so it's required for a DMR mode, cross mode. Okay. Let me be right back and I'll search for it meanwhile. My DMR ID is like this number 242039396. It's not classified number or anything like that. All right, so radio mode is going to be duplex. And I don't know yet on the frequency, but I will be right. So let's, you know what? Maybe I should just go for simplex and just don't use duplex. Maybe I should do that. All right, so radio mode, and I do know what. Even though I'm going to use radio mode simplex, I still have to choose MM. All right, let's scroll up here so you can see it. MM hat. Yeah, so I think it might be this one. I need to search MMDVM. So that's assume spot, which I'm not having. So that's a dual band, dual hat. I think it is the dual hat I'm supposed to, and it does go through the GPIO pins, not a USB. So I think it is this one. And the baud rate, I believe, is 115200. Not quite sure. The system clock time is, I love when I can search up stuff. I know this one. I'm just using capital is Oslo in Norway. The dashboard language, you can have, it does appear that you can have multiple languages. You can choose Norway for my part, but I'm used to English, even though I am Norwegian, so having Norwegian language for an hotspot does make any sense for me. Yeah, all right, so let's apply the changes here. And I will come back with the correct frequency for 430, or so 435. Yeah, 435 and 00, 000. And I think it's done correctly. All right, so it's saving the settings here right now. All right, so let's go back to the dashboard when it is done. All right, so it does says cross mode on top. So what I can do is to try pinging the cross mode dot local. Nope, not that one. No, I cannot do like. All right, so the DNS apparently has not been updated yet, but that's okay. And I think this is a very, very good start on the end of my video. The next configuration I will do is more like a cross mode specific settings on how to do it, because this is the part I have to kind of like have to study on my own here a little bit to figure out stuff. But that's okay. I will do that. And I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully it's not too big. And yeah, I really want to try out this operating system. If it doesn't work, I will quickly convert over to Pi-Star, and we will take it from there. But you will see my blooper, and that's okay. So if I screw up here, I'm not going to make another video and just hide my mistakes. You will get to know everything. All right, and with that, I'm saying goodbye. I hope you liked the episode. Bye bye.